guys, it's Nick here again, and welcome to another episode of Wicked Wildlife. And with me we've got Socks. Now Socks is a red fox. She's owned by a friend of mine up here in New South Wales, and I thought I'd take the chance to talk to you guys a little bit about foxes in Australia, how they got here, and some of the damage that they cause. Now, the fox was introduced to Australia in the 1830s for fox hunts. We had what we called naturalisation societies back in the day, and their goal was to turn Australia into a little version of England. They brought foxes over, they brought hares and rabbits and deer, they brought over blackberries and weeping willows and all sorts of plants and animals that are today serious environmental pests, but at the time were brought over to make themselves feel at home. Now, when they first brought them over, they released them around Ballarat and Melbourne, back home in Victoria. They also released them up here in New South Wales, and they also released some in Van Diemen's Land, which is today Tasmania. Now, luckily for the Tasmanian wildlife, those releasings didn't prove successful. But on the mainland, over 100 years, they spread the entire way to the west coast, and today they're found everywhere in the country except for the top end of the Northern Territory, far north Queensland, and the Kimberley coast in Western Australia. Now, since then, they've been partially responsible or contributed to the extinction of a large number of native animals, particularly in inland Australia. And of the animals that we've got today, there is currently 14 species of birds, 48 species of mammals, 12 species of reptiles and 2 amphibians that are posed a direct risk of extinction due to foxes, according to the federal government. Now, unfortunately, we can't get rid of them. There's 6 million foxes, we believe, in Australia, and it's not financially viable or physically possible to eradicate them all. However, there is some groups that have another alternative. Groups like Conservation Volunteers or Australian Wildlife Conservancy are helping to fence off sections of the bush and eradicate foxes and cats from within this area. And these are areas that today, like back home, the eastern barred bandicoot, or in the middle of Australia, things like bilbies and burrowing bettongs are released into and allowed to thrive as they did before we brought these guys over here. So while we can't get rid of the fox today, if you really want to help Australian wildlife, that's what you want to be doing. You want to be looking up these groups and either volunteering or donating money, or at least spreading the word and letting friends know if they're able to get out there, because wildlife needs our help. While this girl here might be cute, we don't want to run out of our Australian wildlife. I want my kids and my grandkids to be able to see them. So we need more of these areas. We need more people spending time and effort to ensure that our native animals are around for the future. So please, guys, hop on Google, look up these. There's all sorts of other groups as well, because wildlife needs our help. Look it up. Other than that, stay tuned on our YouTube channel for more videos of wildlife encounters and information. Follow us on Facebook or look us up at www.wickedwildlife.com, guys. Have a good one.